to the presentation. I'm pleased also to be presenting to you a booklet detailing all the work carried out during these last almost 3 years. It is therefore with great pleasure that I present to you this report. Despite the challenges of last 2 years due to the pandemic, UDitE has remained very active. As you could see in the report in front of you, we still managed to hold a number of virtual meetings through which all of us together kept on going and moved forward. The Governing Council met twice on 18th May 2019 and in Brussels on 2nd November 2019 in Valletta. During these meetings, we decided on many important issues, but notably the revision of the statutes, which focused on updating articles relating to the roles and responsibilities of UDitE office holders. This included the term of the president, which was extended to 3 years. That is why for this first time, this report covers 3 years. From the 5 executive committee meetings we had, we only managed 2 physically and 3 virtually, with another which had to be cancelled. Still, thanks to our administrative team, we did manage also with the virtual meetings, complete with the interpretation, although I must admit that nothing beats the physical contact. And so I'm very, very pleased to be meeting you here in Met. I will not go through the highlights of the decisions during these meetings because you can read about them in the printed report. One of the worst global crises and challenges had to happen just after the first year of my term. COVID shocked and rocked the world, and we had to adapt to the situation. Many suffered, and municipalities no less. We had a number of initiatives, including a survey along with Primo Europe. I addressed members of ICMA, and also we kept our members informed through a dedicated section on UDitE's website, which you may also look it up for further details. Fifth March of last year, in collaboration with Association des Secrétaires Communaux de Luxembourg, we organized a study visit to Luxembourg. We had a delegation of 20 people from Wallonia, Belgium, Lorraine, France, and Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. This was found to be very informative, interesting, and thought-provoking, and the comments I received were very positive. Once again, on the report in front of you, will have all the details. The Eloge project led by UDitE in cooperation with ATAM was successfully delivered on the 28th of June of this year. Again, COVID played its part and it had to be delayed. We had 7 municipalities from Portugal taking part, all of which managed to receive this prestigious label. We also had to organize a hybrid event since some of us, including Alina Tatarenko and myself, were unable to travel. The awards were presented in the presence of a member of parliament and a member of the Portuguese delegation to the Council of Europe, Luis Ramos, in Lule Algarve. Eloge is something I always believed in, and it makes me proud. After all, we are all about helping our members to become professional and to practice good governance. It also proves that our federation is a reliable and trustworthy one, which helps in no small way to continue working with European organizations, in particular the Council of Europe. Allow me to thank particularly ATAM for their collaboration and support, Alina Tatarenko and the Center of Expertise of the Council of Europe, and last but not least, Ronnie Fredericks. Thank you very much for the project management. We also attempted to collaborate in a project with MUSOL within the Horizon 2020 program, which unfortunately was unsuccessful. I mentioned already this survey with Primo, and also we tried organizing a number of roundtables on COVID, which however failed to materialize in some places. UDitE continued to be present in major European events. We participated in the EU Green Week between the 13th and 17th May 2019. This was the final initiative of the Maltese European Environment Commissioner Carmen Novella and took place in Brussels. UDitE and business partner Veolia were represented on a stand at the event. We also participated actively in the European Week of Regions and Cities 2019. On Thursday, 10th October of that year, UDitE co-hosted with Energy Cities the Interreg HeatNet project CODEMA, Leidal, a Flemish intercommunal organization, and Veolia, a conference in Brussels. I spoke of the change that is confronting local authorities and especially technologies and the need to find sustainable solutions for the long term. It is important to point out that details of the events have always been communicated immediately on our Facebook page, Twitter, Knowledge Hub, and our website. Thank you, Simon, also for keeping our members and their members fully informed. Between the 13th and 15th October 2019, I was invited, along with our executive director, to the second meeting of Director Generals in the Grand Region, which was held in Namur, Belgium. This convention discussed the topic very much at heart: good governance, the tools and charter for better governance. Well done indeed for the whole organization. On 28 October, same year, 2019, we participated in the International High-Level Conference on the 12 Principles of Good Governance and the European Label of Governance Excellence, which was held at the Council of Europe in Strasbourg. The conference included also the presentation of the eloge to 4 French municipalities. We were also invited to share our experiences and best practices. This year, on the 3rd of June, we participated again during the Green Week 2021, and again helping us in no small way to increase visibility. This time, the team focused on the ecological transformation, global challenges, and local solutions. We, along with our partners Veolia, co-hosted a high-profile online event which involved a roundtable discussion between speakers from Veolia, local government chief executives, the mayor of Torremeia, and involved representatives from the European Parliament and the European Commission. The event was moderated by Frederick Simon, energy and environmental journalist from UDitE Brussels. You can still watch this video of this roundtable on our YouTube channel. I am also pleased of our participation of this year's European Week of Regions and Cities, which took place only yesterday here in Metz, and which combines the SNDG and UDitE conference. During my first few weeks as president, I had a number of meetings with high-profile officials in Brussels, mainly with the Deputy Director General on Environment, Joanna Drake, a Maltese like me, and also with Veolia. During these meetings, we discussed how we can collaborate further and the possibility of UDitE assisting in initiatives relating to local government. We have also kept very close contact with ICMA Europe, met with Alexandre Bush and Peter to explore some new ways ICMA and UDitE could engage, especially on training and credential issues. Simon Pascoe, on behalf of UDitE, presented to ICMA members the perspectives from local government leaders on COVID-19 response. I was also invited to address members of ICMA about same subject and was also invited to ICMA's annual meeting. In addition to the many activities highlighted here, we have worked to make UDitE more closer and visible with our member associations and their members, something I promised to do at the beginning of my mandate. In fact, we have continued to publish the newsletter on a regular basis and have pursued international contacts. Members are now more informed on what goes on within our federation, and they can also learn more from the experience of others. We have also kept our website updated as much as possible and made it more user-friendly. Obviously, we made full use also of social media. Much of these projects and initiatives could not have been possible were it not for our partners, mainly Veolia, which have shown their full commitment to offer their sponsorships year after year. Primo, Knowledge Hub, and PlaceCube, the Council of Europe, and the Committee of the Regions. Thank you so much for believing in UDitE. I am pleased and feel honored during this term as president. We have managed to get confirmation from Unione Nazionale Segretari Comunali e Provinciali, the Italian association, that they would like to rejoin UDitE. Throughout these past months, I kept close contact with the president, Roberto Nobile. I have also been asked to address their National Council a few weeks ago, just before a vote to rejoin UDitE was taken. Roberto and I became online friends, but unfortunately, till now, thanks to COVID, we have not yet managed to meet in person. I welcome once again our Italian friends and look forward in working with them in whatever capacity. I appeal to Roberto to participate as much as possible. UDitE will be much stronger and having everyone participating actively. Hopefully we will get also Roberto joining us during this meeting. I cannot end my presentation without thanking my team, Ronnie and Simon, for dedication and commitment. We passed through very difficult times, but their commitment kept us going strong. Thank you, Ronnie and Simon. I also thank you, the members of Executive Committee, for your continuous support. Last few words, we are presently celebrating 30 years of UDitE. I am honored to be serving as president on this important date. But UDitE would not have been the same without the hard work, dedication, and commitment of my predecessors, the past presidents. These men have given their best at great personal sacrifice for the good of our sector. Despite all of these challenges, my predecessors showed great leadership and were fully committed to keep our federation moving forward. And I could not be more grateful to them. I therefore thank them all, in particular, our founding president and a friend, Gerard Combe, who succeeded in building a solid foundation for the presidents who followed. Allow me to mention a special person who unfortunately is no longer with us. I knew him for as many years as I've been active in UDitE in some way or another. Any UDitE meeting was never complete without him. And therefore I salute the memory of my good friend and gentleman Didier Durafour. I also salute the memory of another two presidents, Arthur Vieira Dias from Portugal, president of UDitE between 1995 and 1996, and Francois Rich from Belgium, president of UDitE from 1997 to 1998. My term as president, as per UDitE statute, will end at the end of this year. It is my pleasure, though, that my friend Stefan Pant will be taking over the president for the next 3 years. He's an able, dedicated person, and I have no doubt that he will bring much value to our federation and will work hard to continue to grow UDitE into the future. Thank you very much.